In today's generation, the dissemination of information can be obtained at our fingertips. Everywhere we see, everywhere we look, we can see websites, news channels, and even e-journals. Which means we are already living in an information era. From the previous modules tackled in the history of information era, during the early years, the use of printing press and other devices for spreading news was considered a public service, and that concepts like journalistic integrity were one of the most important things that everyone considers in their time. Devices such as the printing press, typewriters, and code breakers such as Enigma machines were very much the things that revolutionized the start of disseminating and storing information and knowledge through history. And so, as it evolves, things have been simpler for us. Things like social media apps and news channels are proven enough on how we can gather information in just a click. However, the issue here is that there goes on about a competition for who becomes the most reliable news channel. Because of this, the increased competition for the most trusted news channel led to a decrease in the time for fact-checking. Furthermore, the advancements in social media apps resulted in some issues such as the information or the invasion of privacy and data phishing. The fact that issues such as fake news and data phishing are still at risk proves how we must also be cautious with these further advancements in technology. So, that being said, what should we do? How do we become the responsible digital citizens in today's generation? So first, question. We should always question and be doubtful of the information that we're being given. Search for multiple sources, identify which are reliable and which are not, and lastly, identify the truth. Now, this is an instance where we don't depend on one source too much, since we are able to reassess our stand on the different news that is being provided. Second, let us always be aware. We need to be aware of how influencers, the news that we watch, and even talk shows affect our political beliefs. We, the Generation Z, have been increasing our sources to non-news sources and articles. So sometimes, we have to be careful about where we are getting the information. When it comes to data privacy, we should know the consequences of using social media apps and browsing through internets. According to a management platform called Hootsuite, during the year of 2019, it showed how we, Filipinos, became the world's top social media user. Does that concern us? You see, that's why we have to be mindful of what to post and what not to post, as sometimes our information can be used against us and can lead to an invasion in privacy. And so lastly, always consider responsible browsing. A lot of illegal activities can now happen on the internet, and that as we browse through, even opening suspicious websites can already be a way for the attackers to steal your information. That's why there can be phishing, hacking, or even other malicious attacks that can steal our information. So we must always be cautious. In today's age, anything can happen. And being ignorant is already a disgrace in today's society. Everything can capture our attention, and so we must always stay alert and stay informed. Who knows? What if my objective in this talk is to manipulate your minds, and that you have accepted the sources that I've provided with you as the truth. And so now, you start to question yourselves. Is this talk reliable enough? And so once again, I am Luis Alfonso Dañez, and thank you for your time.